When you are starting out your fitness journey, a lot of your friends and your family members gonna still have your past self in their head of how you've been behaving all the time since you guys met. So if you've been bullshitting for the past 5 to 10 years, 15 years, right? You've been procrastinating, eating bullshit, lazy, saying you're gonna do stuff and never following through. No one is gonna believe that you're actually gonna follow through this time. No one is gonna believe that you're actually serious this time, right? And that's gonna come with a lot of discouragement that nobody is believing in you, right? And a lot of times that's gonna stop you guys from even getting started in the first place and never taking that first step because it's just you. It's just you by yourself, right? But during that time, you gotta just go in. You gotta show up for yourself. You gotta show up for yourself more than anybody else would, right? You gotta be a bigger supporter. In the beginning, when you first starting off and you're trying to become better, you gotta be a bigger supporter. Your biggest supporter. You gotta encourage yourself, inspire yourself to show up anyway, regardless of people rooting for you, people clapping for you. Think about it like this: the version of yourself who was already at a peak potential, at their most confident, right? Able to walk in any room with a smile on their face, happy, chest up, right? Confident, right? That version of yourself, does that person need somebody clapping for them or rooting for them to show up as their best self? Absolutely not. We're talking about your highest level, your highest form of personal development. I'm not talking about you right now. If you're at your lowest right now, you might not be aligned with your peak self. So think about your peak self. They need anybody clapping for them to show up as their best self. Absolutely not. And when it comes to becoming somebody new, when it comes to transforming your life into the 2.0 version of yourself, it's all about alignment. Aligning yourself with the version that you're trying to become, the version of you that already has the results, right? Behaving like that version of yourself, right? So we have to stop looking for motivation. We got to stop looking for validation, people for clap for us, people to cheer for us, right? Today I woke up at 5 in the morning. I got my steps in. I got 5K steps in. On the way, I walked to the gym to get a head start on my steps. So I was able to get 10K steps before noon. I hit my workout around 6 in the morning, right? 6 in the morning, everybody's still asleep. Everybody's in their dream, in their bed, cozy, and it's just me. And then after that, I went on a 2-mile run. 2-mile run. That's nothing that's about that. It's going to be easy and it's not going to be precious. And I'm not going to sit up there and lie to you like it's fucking all cakes and cream, waking up early, going to the gym, hitting a run right after. If your body is sore, you're tired, you wish you could just lay down, but you have shit to do. It's lonely at that time and it's tough, right? Nobody's going to be able to clap for you because everybody's still asleep. So if you need somebody to clap for you and somebody to root for you to actually take action on the best version of yourself, you're not going to last long. It's not going to be a lasting change, right? And another thing about this is when you needed someone to clap for you, need somebody to cheer you on and give you validation, it's not coming from within. It's not coming from within. It's all external, right? It's coming from an outside source for you to show up. So you're not actually becoming a new person. You're still the same person. You're just more motivated. You just have the inspiration, the motivation to show up because people is cheering you on and clapping for you. But the second that you're by yourself and it's just you and your mindset, you're going to make excuses for yourself. You're going to let yourself out easy, right? You're going to skip workouts. You're going to eat bullshit when nobody's looking, right? The reason being is because you're not actually becoming, right? So the motivation that you're having right now from the outside sources, maybe your family, maybe your friends, it's all rented. It's all rented for a couple weeks at a time, a couple months at a time, until that motivation runs out, and then now it's just you, and then you just fall off track, right? When it comes to, like I said, when it comes to reaching your highest level, it's all about becoming. It has to come in within, right? Because when you're just, I can tell you a story. When the last time I fell off track, the beginning of this year, everything was going wrong for me. I lost my Instagram account. I had 40K followers on that account. I was able to make big impact on that account because I had a lot of people watching me. A lot of people wanted to transform their life, right? So I was able to showcase my personal development to be able to help others and give others value, right? So I lost my account, so I had to start from scratch, right? Then I had some legal issues that I had to take care of from the past, right? So my 2026 didn't start the best. So I spent some time trying to get my account back. Didn't work out in my favor. So time kept going by, and then I just made a decision to just rebuild everything from scratch. And during that time, it's just me. I have to keep myself in good spirits. I have to keep myself in good faith. right? I have to keep myself level-headed to make sure that I'm still making good decisions. I'm still having my diet locked in, my habits locked in, right? And I failed. I wasn't able to encourage myself. I wasn't able to keep myself motivated. So I started skipping the gym. I start skipping the gym. I start eating bullshit foods. I started getting complacent. I started getting comfortable, right? And it's just when it's just you, like now you have to face the reality that I have to put in the work for myself because nobody is coming to save you and no one is going to care about you as much as you need to care about yourself, right? So it was after like a month of me bullshitting around, after I got complacent, I had to pick things back up because I came to realization that if I don't change what's going on right now, I'm going to be completely off track for the rest of my life, right? And like I said, I was locked in for 2-3 years at a time. And I fell off as well. So you falling off or you getting distracted or you're not able to see your fitness journey or your personal development all the way through, it's completely normal, but it's about what you do after that. Like when you realize that you're slipping, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep letting this go on or are you going to change it? I mean, are you going to realize it, check it and change it, right? And that's what I have to do, right? And the reason I tell you the story, because when I tried to pick things back up, I was going on runs. I'm running my miles. I'm trying to go to the gym, but it wasn't coming from within. It wasn't coming from within. I was trying to willpower my way into momentum. I seen stuff on Instagram and I felt like, oh, let me go get on the run too. I see people running on Instagram. Let me go run too. Oh, I see people working out. Let me go work out too. It wasn't coming from within. It wasn't coming from within. So every time I went to go on a workout or I went to go on a run, it felt 10 times harder. It felt 10 times harder. And I wasn't able to stay consistent with that. But why is that? Because it wasn't coming from within. When everything is going to feel 10 times harder when it's not aligned with the vision that you have in your head and where your mind is at, right? If your mind is always on that vision, going on a run 2 miles, waking up at 5 a.m., working out at 6 a.m. doesn't feel like torture. It doesn't feel like a chore. It doesn't feel like you're forcing yourself to do such thing. You feel like you're just in alignment of your vision. But at that time, my vision wasn't in my head, right? If I'm just seeing negative thing, right? My vision was clouded. My vision wasn't there anymore. So me trying to force my way into back in momentum, it wasn't sustainable. I was going on runs and I would skip runs, then I would work out, and then I would skip workouts, right? It wasn't coming from within. But when you are aligned with your vision, rather than just getting motivated and inspired by things that you see or people cheering you on or people rooting you on, everything's just so much easier. Me going to the gym is so much easier. People offering me bullshit foods and I'm telling myself no because I'd rather eat my meal prep and the foods that I eat on an everyday basis more than I care about the bullshit. It's so much easier because now it's not an external thing. Now it's an internal thing. Now this is actually becoming who I am. This becoming the person that I am. Me taking care of my body is the person that I am. Me in momentum is the person that I am. Me wanting the best for myself is the person that I am, right? That's what I'm building every single day. It's my identity, right? It's not just about trying to get fit. It's about becoming a fit person. It's not about being a healthier person. It's not about eating healthy. It's about becoming a healthier person, right? That's called within and becoming a new identity, right? So if you need somebody to cheer you on, somebody to root for you, it's not coming from within, it's coming from external. And external don't last. People drop off like flies, right? People support you in the beginning and then they drop off along the way. Now it's just you, right? You're going to get that realization check eventually that people is just supporting you for short term and they're not wrong for that because people have their own lives. People have their own goals that they have to take care of. It's not their responsibility or their obligation to root you on and cheer you on for you to want the best for yourself. Nobody should want you to be good. Nobody should want better for you than you want better for yourself. That's what I'm trying to say, right? It has to come from within. So you have to come to a realization and you have to decide. It's all when you decide something, now this can actually last long term. When you decide, I want to be a fit person. I want to be example. I want to be a healthy person, right? I want to be someone who take care of themselves. I want to be someone who's active, right? When you decide, I want to show up as my best self every single day to become 1% better every single day. When you decide, now this actually a lasting impact. This is coming from within. So now when you do stuff like when you work out early in the morning, when you wake up early, when you eat healthy foods, you eat your ground beef, sweet potato, your eggs, right? None of this is gonna feel like torture. All of this is gonna feel like just alignment. Now you can see so much more joy in the work. Me running 2 miles when I'm looking at the water, I'm looking at the sun up. I'm seeing enjoyment. I'm loving this. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life because it's in alignment of my vision, right? So that's what it's going to come down to. You have to decide what life that you want for yourself. We all are creators. We able to design the life that we want. So you have to sit down and think about what do you want. How do you want your reality to be, right? And you stick to that, right? You stick to that reality, right? You don't let nobody take you off course, and you don't need nobody to motivate you and inspire you for you to make change, because the version of yourself is already there. Doesn't need that motivation, doesn't need inspiration for them to do the right things, right? So start picturing, keep that version of yourself is at its peak potential. Keep that ingrained inside your head. If you have to write it down every day, that's cool, but keep that in your head, because now the work will be 10 times easier for you to be in alignment and do the right things. I'm gonna wrap this video up. My name is Zach. I help professionals with demanding jobs lose 30 to 50 pounds without restricted dieting. I'm gonna help you from the inside out, build your habits, your mindset, your belief system, so you are in alignment with your vision. All you gotta do is click the link in my description. You could book a one-on-one strategy call with me. We'll get an understanding of where you at right now and where you wanna go, right? Besides that, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with a friend, and I'll be posting more value.